guide and protect I again. All vibes. Lion with the crown, 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 lion with the crown. By God,
Yes, indeed. Once again, it's on. Yes, indeed. We are here in the local historical Western area coming live to you. I'm your host, Ross Izes.
And I'm Rebel with a cause.
I'm the Zion.
And we building here, and this is the Think Champs. Yes, indeed. Welcome to a new episode. We're going to get right back to it. We on black entrepreneurship. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to be a black entrepreneur, you know, especially in these times here too, because we're realizing the need for certain things right now. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can make things possible for ones and make things possible for yourself. So it's a good time, man. I'm thankful to be an entrepreneur, and we're going to be building on this topic much more.
Yes, sir.
What's good, Rebel?
Yeah, we're going to touch on the topic today, y'all. Talk about the dreams. You got to the levels on how to follow your dreams. Be unique. You know, try to figure out what people aren't doing, because you're going to need that niche.
That's true.
Because if you outside of the game, right, you're going to have to be unique enough where people kind of respect your ingenuity, your new idea. Mm-hmm. So now we could get all into that right now. Let me ask y'all brothers this real quick. Zion or Ross, what does it take mentally or spiritually to want to be a black entrepreneur or be a black entrepreneur in today's mathematics?
That's real. You want me to speak on that?
Yeah. Zion could go first.
Yeah. Just Zion speak on it.
Yes, I give thanks. And I say take a black foundation of thought of freedom, you know, from the beginning, yet still, you know, trotting through this valley where we witnessing the repercussions of this Babylonian captivity. It's a mere fight just to get that mind frame established, you know, to think free. So we can control our own narrative in this, you know. So long, you know, my brethren been reasoning on, they've been controlling the narrative, you know, and we hear the story from the hunter side. You never hear the story from the lion purview, you know. So, you know, you have our own freedom, your mind goes, so you have to have your own existence. When you're totally standing up on your own, you know, they said pull up your bootstraps, and many times I put up our bootstraps and going to work. So, you know, that's the IRA I see, where we had to have that pioneer in IRA, you know, where we say, okay, if that land right there, Ionize, that's our land there, let's go and chop the trees and make a village, you know what I mean, and make a place for we. I mean, we have to build everything. We have to build the sidewalks, you know what I mean? And we had to be thinking ahead of time, because before you lay all them things, I think, you know, you gotta have an irrigation system. You know, you gotta have a sewage. You know what I mean? We over here in the West, and we're dealing with all these mathematics. Illiteracy is against the law here, you know. So it's for I, you know, to be able to use all of these things we have, like the blessing of Joseph. You know, Joseph had the corn, you know, to feed his people, you know. He had the spiritual corn, and then he had the physical corn. So I coming in from the West, they want to know, like, okay, what the I coming with? What are you really coming with? You know? Because we don't need no more culture stores over here in Africa. We got 1,000 culture stores already, so we got to do something other than having a culture store. So I tell you that mind have to really use their thought. And like my brethren said, think about something that can give you the niche where, you know, what someone not doing. What do the community need that we don't have? You know what I mean? That I can come and put forward for I. You know what I mean? As a people, when we move, because together we have something. You know, and that's it. What, you know, the baby to have black entrepreneur thought, you gotta have a black freedom thought of existence And the only thing I know on this place we call the garden is Ethiopia. You know, and it's always been free, you know, and have baby to rule. And we see that comes and free us today to give us that land where we can stand and have a black thought and say, okay, it's time to build a model city, you know. So it's time for I and I to come out the West and put these skills we have together in a economic point of view, because that's what we need economists working for we, so we get a fair trade deal. You know what I mean? When we say we're going to get a fair trade deal, you know, we're supposed to be the economists. You know, you coming from Babylon, you got to know about some money. You know, that's what they expect in the black mind. You got to know about some money. You know about some cash, don't you? You know, and then when we really come in empty in that department. You know what I mean? Like that, you know. So I would say, you know, first you got to have that black freedom thought of existence.
That's true.
You know, you on your own, you know what I mean? Unless you make it happen, it's not going to happen. You know, I rise up and tell my youth, I say, yo, we got to make it happen. Because if we don't make it happen, ain't no one going to make it happen. Yeah.
That's true. Selassie, that's a true sound, man. Give thanks for real. Because that's what's needed. We need to have products. In order for us to move forward in this time, the first thing we have to be doing is making products. Products is the first form of the triple P's, you know. Yeah, I told y'all this in the first segments, you know what I'm saying, but I gotta make sure I repeat these things because you need to know these things. You need to know what the triple P's are. The triple P's are product, paperwork, and progress. Okay? You have to have them triple P's in order, and you have to repeat this over and over again. Product, paperwork, and progress. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need right now, because right now if you're not going out selling a product, you're going out purchasing a product, and that's every day. So now we're in a time where is that the Europeans realizing their marketplaces ain't making it. Hot. Yeah. They realize and say their stocks are down and their companies are falling and crumbling right before their face. Hot. Yeah. Why are they crumbling? Because we're not supporting them. We're not out there spending our black dollars. Remember I tell you, say black dollars matter. Okay? They got these people on this whole program. Black lives matter. Well, black dollars matter even more. All right? So you can keep your little signs you painting in our neighborhood saying black lives matter. Put black dollars out there, because our black dollars need to be mattering right now. Instead of giving us these little stimulus checks, you should be focused on getting our reparations. This is what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We need our reparations in this hour. So, and when we do get our reparations, because we have to get it, as long as we stand up for it, because it's the time for us to get it, okay? They're giving y'all little pacifier checks, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a break from whatever we ever had, you know what I'm saying, in time. But at the same time, let's not get comfortable and go back to these people's society and their system. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have this thing programmed, set up the way they want to before they let us back into so-called they new normal. You know what I'm saying? So before they get us into their new normal, let I and I stand together for reparations. You know what I'm saying? As a people standing for something that we deserve and we should have, and it's long overdue. So sticking to the point, which is the triple P's, which is what? Product, paperwork, and progress. How do you get there? First off, you have to have a product. In order for you to get any paperwork, you have to have a product. So if you don't have a product, don't expect any paperwork. Without a product, don't expect any paperwork, and you're definitely not getting what? No progress. Okay, so let's stay to the point. First, we have to have products. Whatever product it is. We need a lot of things right now. Don't get it twisted. We have nothing. What I say? We have nothing. So everything we need, okay? Everything we need, because everything we buy and support is from someone else. So we need everything. So that's the first thing. Now, what can you do to supply us with something? Because we need everything, okay? Everything we need, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my sister out there, she got a company called Me Natural. She making toothpaste, you know what I'm saying? She thinking, you know what I'm saying? Out the box. She thinking, toothpaste, we need that. We got to brush our teeth. You know what I'm saying? We need deodorant, right? These are things we basically need. We need the basic necessities too. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Soap will always be selling. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get out of the purchase. We got to get out of the mindset of buying soap from other people. We're supposed to be comfortable buying soap from our own people, because we got to use that anyway. That should be the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So after we cross these bottom lines of things we need, which is the necessities, we have to check our own people on. And this is how their system crashed. Just the other day, you know, just Friday, you know, they had a Black Friday sale, you know. You right? A Black Friday sale in the middle of the summer. Right? Why? Because their system is crashing. All their businesses is crashing. They got your food making you think, say, the dollar bill is going somewhere. No, these companies going somewhere. The dollar bill's still holding its firm. Still holding it unless you take it and go and support these people. That's when their company comes back. But as long as we taking these dollar bills and focusing on beginning to make our own products so we can get to our own paperwork, so we can have our own progress, we moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. Had a shortage the other day, which is right now, in the stores where they can't get no change. Short on change. Trusting in Babylon's silly card and silly system, right? They ain't got no change. So people say, where the change at? There's no change. People got all the change, they can't spend it. They can't use it at the laundromat. They want a card. You can't go to the toll booth. They want a card. Right? So people pile up with change and ain't spending their change because they're trusting in these silly cards that ain't worth nothing but $3.50. $3.50 the card worth. I give it 50 cents because a little chip in it. You know what I'm saying? Plastic is cheap. Plastic is cheap, but your dollar bills hold weight. But then they got you fools said, wait, the dollar bill don't mean nothing. Hold on, you know, they're going done with the dollar bill soon. It's all be a card. Yeah, that's what they saying, but you buying into that program, okay? The reality is we had the cash and we let go the cash and we got cards now. Open your eyes. Everybody got a card. Open your eyes. Everybody got a card. Open your eyes. Everybody got a card. Why? Because the white man told you it's better for you. And you're happy with that. You're happy with it, right? But the end of the day is, and you've been there before, everybody did. You ever went to the store and put the card in there, they said the card don't work? Huh? The card didn't work, and what you couldn't use it, right? You couldn't use it. You had to leave the store. Or it come out your pocket with hard cash. Or nothing to get up out the store. But differently though. You're still in the store. Do say the whole system down. We can't do nothing right now. The machine is down. It's not running. The sun knocked it out. The rays is out. Everybody got excuses why it's down, but it's down. Alright? System slow, it's down. If you ain't got cash, you cannot carry. Okay? So this is the reality of it. But you listen to these silly people telling you to say you need this card because it's best for you. And you need that. Now they tell you go to the bank, say you can't get that much out. Wait, ain't that your money? Ain't that your money?
Yeah, that's a fact now.
Ain't that your money? Wait, you can't get it. Wait, can you get it the way you want it? If it's your money, you can't get it the way you want it. Even Burger King give you that. Huh? Burger King lets you at least have it the way you want it. The bank says you can't have it the way you want it. I'm going to give you 50s.
Wow.
You get no 20. You definitely ain't getting no dollar bills. Huh? So, what we really got? Nothing. A piece of plastic that we put our trust in. But the reality is that hand-to-hand action and carry is always going to be current. Remember I tell you that. Because that's always been the currency, is the dollar bill. Okay? So when we focus on what's real again, we'll start transferring this currency and this current, which is energy, black into the black man and woman hands again. You see what I'm saying? Because we get our power back. We don't get our power with a card. Because you're stingy on the card. You know that. You know that. You know you're stingy on the card. You know what I'm saying? You already got to pay taxes. You mad at that? Huh? You stingy on the card. Right? Because you're swiping the card, you're going to get taxed anyway, and you want more on what the swipe is. That just don't feel right till you do it.
Yeah.
But you're comfortable with it. You're comfortable giving more, getting less. Because we bought into the system thinking, say, that we got a card. You got the card, but you don't have credit. See, the white man has credit with his card.
Yes, sir.
We have debit, which means debt
Yes,
with your card. That's what the debit means, debt. So we have debit with the card, we comfortable with that. And then we spending more with our own cash just to be like the European. When the reality is that we only been doing this thing for about 12 years solid since Obama got in office. We've been swiping these silly cards. Because before Obama, 2008 and under, we had the cash. We had a thing called stacks on deck.
Yeah.
Stacks was on deck, black people.
Shoebox money. Man.
Slacks was on deck. We had no problem transferring cash, pulling out cash, being like, how much you got, what you need, give me some change for that, because I need to do something with it. We had no problem pulling out cash. And you know, we got away from it. We got away from what's totally real. And you know,
They say Corona's on the cash.
let them say what they want to say, but they forgot what's totally real. I said the triple P's. The triple P's start with product, paperwork, and progress. Okay? This is what progress looks like once you have the paperwork. All right? But here's the thing. These dollars come from black people's hands. Yeah, I want you to see that. That's black people money. This is black money here, you know. They think the white man, I ain't got to take no stacks on deck and show you. This is black people money that they put in my hand so I can circulate and put back in the community. This is what black money look like. You know what I'm saying? Not your card, not your silly fake card, because that's what they got you on, the silly fake card. You comfortable with it. It ain't worth nothing but what? $3.50. You can buy that card. All right? You can't buy your cash.
Right.
Huh? You can purchase that silly card, but you can't purchase your own cash back. But you listen to these silly people, they say, look, you can't get that much out the bank. I know it's your money.
Yeah.
You can't, look, that's too much money. You got to come talk to us about that.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss it with you, and we'll give it to you that way. But you can't just get that much money, sir. I said, what? This your money? Huh? Comfortable with it, though. Comfortable with it. He said you can spend it on the card because they can see the transactions going here and they can eat something off the transaction. But for you to hold your own cash and create your own currency flowing with your own people, they don't want you to do that. Because why? They can't trace that. Can't trace that. And in a blink of an eye, when you blink with your eye, the banks are going to be closed. Banks are going to be closed. Guess what's going to happen? Nobody got cash anymore. Nobody want to hold this stuff no more. They don't want this. Nah, this don't mean that's a dollar. That's a silly dollar. What do I want to do with a dollar when I got thousands in the bank? Yeah, right? Blessed love, give thanks. Yes, indeed. We going live right now, but you here on right time. I got the donuts right here. Yeah, it's perfect. Come on through. You good.
Grab my donuts.
Yes,
From London, UK, all the way to Atlanta. Best donuts in Atlanta by far. Probably best donuts in the world. I mean, we don't have these in London. We don't have these in London. This is original, vegan, organic, straight from the ground.
Straight from the ground. Yes, sir. Much love. Give thanks, Maya. That's good vibes. Yeah, so boom. That's progress. That's progress, you know what I'm saying? We dip on progress right now in real time, you know what I'm saying? So again, we learned something, right? Let me show them what's going on too. It was all a dream, you know? Yeah, that's the real progress right there. She came and bought a brother out, you know what I mean? Yeah, so the progress is when you achieve the paperwork from your product. That's the progress, you know what I'm saying? Because the paperwork come in many forms, you know, but it's all paperwork. It's all something that you're going to get monetary, you know what I'm saying, or physically from someone for you moving your product, you know, because as black people, we are original barters and traders. This is what we did, you know. We didn't have to go to these people, Neiman Marcus stores or none of these stores, you know. JCPenney is about done. He ain't gonna be making too many more pennies now. JC feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we can shut them all down by just voting with our dollars. You know what I'm saying? Taking this time to spend our money with our people on whatever we do, because we do a lot of things. Let me burn this slip.
Yeah. You were right. We need everything. Excuse me. That was beautiful what I just saw. You know, clearing house. Vegan dream, we coming. But back to entrepreneurialism. It goes to the next question. What's the benefits of working for the system, aka the white man, or working for yourself? Where you reap all benefits. You reap what you put in. You get back what you put in. So what are the benefits from working for the white man or the system, and or working for yourself in an entrepreneurial spirit? Zion could go.
Yes, I. Good salam, Maya. I just let's say first. Yes, I. Well, I said, you know, the benefits, you know, like, you know, our father is Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, father of African liberation and independence, stated that we have everything we need, you know, as Africans in Africa that we need. We don't need anything outside of Africa for I and I to be able to accomplish the ordeal for Africa, for a new horizon. But yet we are surrounded by European modernization and everything. So, you know, that's why we have to use it and understand it, you know what I mean, and overstand it rather well. You know, I and I can maintain independence, you know, to have everything we need in this time, you know. So, you know, ones that go to work for them, that's all we know coming forward, we're working for them, you know. You can say in the black community, at least 78 to 83% of the people work in the ghetto. You see what I'm saying? If it may not be higher than that, but for a noise in that, you know, 80, you know what I mean? That the ones leaving their house, going out there and they working hard, you know what I mean? And you know, that time, if they could do them things on their own, and you have time to come up with other ideas that's coming through your mind, because it's amazing of what we do on behalf of others, what we build. You know, and most of the things we building, we never be around to see the finished effect. You know, you never even get to see the final glimpse of what you built. You go on to the next thing, building something else for someone else. You know what I mean? So, you know, the benefits for us building things for ourselves, we laying a foundation, and we building for future generations to fulfill the commandment of be fruitful and multiply. You know, so we multiplying, you know, for ourselves and independence. So we have to have agriculture, you know, and agri is the land and the culture, you know, so we can't have no culture without agriculture. And we better have agriculture, we have to have self. You have to have a place where you standing. That's why he said, oh, beautiful are the feet of him that bring a good tidings of peace. So you see the feet of him that bring a good tidings, you kiss the ground, you bow your head and kiss the ground where he stand, because that's a blessed freedom ground. That's an independent ground, you know. So it said in this time when he come and bring us into this independent ground, it shall be the fulfillment of our Father's prayer, the Ethiopian Silat prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom done on earth as it is in heaven, you know? So that's the establishment of the kingdom, meaning liberty. You're free to do whatever you want to do. So you have to think about your own existence. So it's a benefit, you benefit yourself to be a black entrepreneurship or thinking in that way or that thought for future generations. You know, put in your 5 cents in it as well, because we all put them things together. What would we have, you know? Yeah.
That's it. Give thanks. Yeah, man. I would honestly say the first thing would be the peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, to answer the question, I would say first is the peace of mind, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of pressure comes with working for someone else, you know what I'm saying? To have to get your money for someone else, you know what I'm saying? you know, making that possible for you, you know, being it be their company or being it be, you know, their job, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? That's a serious pressure, you know what I'm saying? And it's also, I want to say, it's degrading, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of aspects as a man, you know what I'm saying, especially as a black man, you know what I'm saying, to have to work for some people in this day and time, you know what I'm saying, because of your stand as a black man, you know what I'm saying. I hear now that people that's working for Georgia Power now can't wear their hats crooked, you know, to the side. You know how black men like to pimp his hat out? No, we do? Yeah, they got white men that's in charge of them now. There used to be a black man that was in charge of them and ran it, but now they got white people in charge of them now, and they want all of them to have their heads and hats straight ahead, you know. So you know, yeah, you know, they have to have their beards shaved to a certain length, you know. Hard.
European law.
Yeah, so not allowed to wear their hair braided and these things here, you know. So they definitely couldn't have locks, you know what I'm saying, unless they tamed and mate and stuff, you know. Yeah, you know. So all these things right here, you know what I'm saying, it lowers, you know what I'm saying, your masculinity to a certain extent, where you got to be shaved up, you know what I'm saying, and all prettied up and polished up to fit into these people's system, you know. And a man naturally grows hair. It's a natural thing. Would you hate me for loving my natural self? You must be mad for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad with you. You know what I mean? But you must be mad.
Not.
Yeah. So we're looking at the time where is that we have to bow down so many ways. You know what I'm saying? Even the women. You can't go there with your head wrapped. You know what I'm saying? Too many times you can't go to work with your head wrapped. You know? They start to think you're in some kind of religious cult, or, you know, you're too religious. You shouldn't be working here because you're too religious. You love your faith too much, you know? You know? So it's a different time. When you're working for yourself, you have a certain peace, a certain, you know what I'm saying, I want to say masculinity about yourself, or, you know, confidence, you know what I mean? Or I want to say, even so, your what is the word I'm looking for? Your when a person now basically has a low self-esteem, it lowers your self-esteem. It lowers your self-esteem to work for someone else. You know what I'm saying? It really does, to be honest with you, because we have great potential, and to be able to like put your trust in your potential and go hard at it, you get to see the benefits of it, you know what I'm saying, in so many aspects, because you get a peace of mind for one, and at the same time, you now become in demand now, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to someone else's product in demand, your product is in demand, you know what I'm saying. So you get to structure your thing in a win situation, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just, these people could fire me, I don't know how long I'm gonna last here. Pressure. You know, these people getting on my nerve up here. You know. I think they talking about me.
Stress.
You know. I'm getting hit on at work.
Yes.
You know.
No sleep.
You know, I'm doing extra work for less pay. All these things you have to, you know. Oh man, don't mention the back pains. You know what I'm saying? And still have to get up and go to them people place.
The next morning.
You have to take all kind of drugs to get up and stand up, to go stand up in somebody's place. Yeah. And then the 8, don't even be 8 hours, because that's the 8 hours you at work. What about the 2 hours it took you to get there? What about the hour it took you to get ready? Huh? What about the sleep you couldn't get because you had to think about work and prepare for work the next day? Huh? So how many hours you really off these people clock? You know. So next question, King. Get thanks.
Oh, no. Hit it on the head. It's almost like we're living to die, because we all go to work and the levels that they bring that you was touching on. This is crazy. This is why entrepreneurship is even way more important. We could create our own, everybody say Black Wall Street, but that is the science. We could create Black Wall Streets overnight. It's really where you spend your money. We so addicted to, we're Negro peons right now. You feel me?
Right.
We used to act like white people. Now we kind of think like it. So
That's so true.
all that science is kind of touching us like it never did. It's kind of like feel normal.
It's true.
So our people gotta look in the mirror, love yourself, man, because we all we got. And if we did what the Chinese do, that was the next question. The Russians do, the whites, the Jews, they all take a part of any town, line up their own people, support that area, and benefit from it, and no one sees that as a negative.
No, they don't. Because they're comfortable with it, you know.
Being etched out of the pie?
And they don't spend with no one, you know.
No one.
Tiny man does not spend with no nation of people. And listen, I make my own incense, right? I know I'll be on the block, right? Can I get hot for a minute? Can I blaze them up for 1 second?
One time.
Just one time.
blaze
Blaze-
them up.
Y'all know I'll be on the block, right?
Fire.
And yeah, that's how I started. I started on the block. Don't think this came overnight. You know, you see the glory, but you don't know half the story. Remember I tell you that. You see the glory, but you don't even know half the story. Okay? So I started on the block, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me on the block with one sock. You know what I'm saying? Grinding this thing out with my products. And I used to sell incense, right? And I sold incense, my own incense I make, right? And I sell bamboo holsters too, don't get it twisted. So I'm on the block with the bamboo holster, you know what I'm saying? Selling them too. People will buy the incense, they buy the holster, it lasts a lifetime. You know what I mean? Straight bamboo, carved up, ready to go. Now, differently though, I'm selling my incense and I'm doing my thing and people buying my stuff, you know what I mean? But no one ever got any money from the Chinese man. I walked into the Chinese man with my incense thinking I'm gonna get a sale. He tell me, no, I didn't come buy incense. His cousin is Nang Champa. Alright. The Chinese man said his cousin Nang Champa. I'm gonna buy incense for. Nang Champa is my family. We make incense. I can get plenty of them. You can't sell me that. Alright? So next thing I'm on the block with my donuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the block with the donuts. Chinese man on the wig shop. You know what he do. You know he got the wigs in there. He making big money off them big wigs, right? So he ain't spending no money with us though, but he collecting big money off them big wigs, right? So I'm outside with the donuts. Chinese man come out the door. He say, "What is that? Donuts?" I said, "Look at the Chinese man speak English. Look at him." I said, "Yeah, these donuts." He said, "How much are those?" I said, at that time it was 3 for $5, right? You know what I'm saying? Now they 2 for $5. You know what I mean? At that time they were 3 for $5. I'm on the block. You know what I'm saying? With one sock. So he bought the donuts from me. 3 give me a $5 bill. I held the $5 bill in my hand. I took it. I said, "Hold on. This your money? You giving me?" I said, "You never give me no money. I try to sell you anything and you never give me no money. Chinese man buy a donut." I said, "Oh, okay, I'm on to something." I held that $5 for a long time, you know, because that $5 was the Chinese man money. I'm used to getting black money, you know. You know what I'm saying? I can show you the dollars. It's black money, black dollars, you know, because black dollars matter. Don't believe the hype. Y'all ready to go out and vote. You voting every day with your dollar. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you spending that dollar and voting with your people. I don't care if they mechanics. I don't care if they architects, painters. Vote on your people. We doing it. We need it. So that's another story. But differently, my point is showing you is that how a product can cross over all barriers. You know what I mean? Because a product don't have no color. You know what I'm saying? The dollar is still the same dollar. You know what I'm saying? Who carried it don't matter, right? But we have to get the dollars back black again by getting to black supremacy, by supporting our own products and buying our own products from our people. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need to do. This is what black supremacy is about. Having our own and supporting our own. You know what I'm saying? Without their system at all needed. And we getting closer. Because just the other day, black people that went through a little blackout. They said they had a whole day to blackout. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to stay focused. It was 99 years when they burnt down Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was in 1921. Now we are in 2020, about to be 100 years, and you still don't know that you need to be supporting and working with one another. Let we wake up now, people. Let that black be black every day, all day. Let's get black to it. Leave it there right now, King. Yes, sir.
Nah, it was a unique product that got to the Chinese guy. Remember, you tried to sell him. You had it all back then.
True.
The whole case.
Yes, sir.
He ain't want nothing he could produce himself.
True.
As soon as you showed him something he know he don't play with, yeah, let me get 3 of those. See, that's the entrepreneurial mind of a unique product that brings the paperwork that you get the progress from. Understand that. It's a science to progress, people.
Yes, sir.
But understand that was deep to me. The Chinese dude ain't want nothing.
None.
As soon as you came with something that came right from your heart, your brain, nobody else. Let me get 3. Here go my money.
True.
Yo, that's big. That goes to show what we trying to say. Uniqueness will pay off, but you gotta have the heart to do it. You gotta have the confidence, the ideas. You gotta think. That's why we at Think Champs, right?
That's true.
So now, where we gonna go? All right. Where can we get some resources? Where could the youngins out there go to get resources for their businesses or their startups or whatever idea they want to push?
Oh, man, them resources right there, man. That check's cut. Ooh, that check got cut. Man, that check got cut. They got a $10,000 grant flowing through for every black woman and child right now. This thing's serious. And they gave the money to you to see what you gonna do with it. They gave you $10,000. People got $10,000 in their account. Bang, one time. Some people don't even have a full business.
Break that down.
Yeah, but fullness be told is everything is online right now. We have to stay focused. As you wasting all this time looking and scrolling up and down that screen, touch to see where that money rolling at. Touch to see where they're giving some of these grants away with this free money. So you can utilize this money to jumpstart your own business. Don't utilize this money and go throw back into these people's system with the new this and the new that. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't going to benefit nothing at the end of the day. You can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? So invest your time and money into products that's going to help you make some paperwork so you can get to some progress. Okay? That's what we got to be focused on now, these triple P's. Because the check has been cut, is what you're going to do with it. And it don't take much to start your thing. But the whole fullness is you got to start. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. Once we start it, because everything is about fullness is the foundation. With a solid foundation, no matter how long it takes to build it to the rooftop, it's going to get done because you have a solid foundation. You know what I'm saying? And that's what your product is. It has to be a solid foundation. And then move on it. You know what I'm saying? Invest in it. Put your time and energy into it. Cultivate it because it's a jewel. You know? It don't have to be polished up. You got to polish it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a jewel. You know what I'm saying? And you got to learn to start from where you are. This is the foundation of the real part of business. Any way you look at it, you got to start from where you are. You think outside your means, it's not going to work. You got to go within your means, keep it reasonable, and work your way up. You know, and I've seen a lot of businesses crash. Right now, I'm thankful we here 4 years solid. You know what I'm saying? April 1st made 4 years. You know what I mean? Right here solid in the West End, you know? And throughout this time, I've seen a lot of businesses come, and I've seen businesses go, you know? But the reality is, right here in the West End, I'm seeing a lot of businesses strive and come up, you know what I'm saying? Especially black businesses. And I'm so proud and thankful to see that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's happening right here before our very eyes. The Black Wall Street, the Black Dollar Matter right here in our own community, which is the last community we really got left. You know, we take this for granted, but the West End is the last community we really got left, you know what I'm saying? So when we spending our dollars and letting it rotate in our own community, we get to see the benefits of it. But one thing I want us to do, and you know, I want y'all to stay focused, you know, because y'all got a lot of skills and a lot of talent out here. Don't be afraid to express your skills and talent out on these streets. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all need to return to these streets, vending again. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ask for no permit, that stuff done. They done did that thing to keep us off the street. Now it's time for us to take these streets back with our own products and start moving them. I promise you. And that's when the movement really going on, when we on these streets again. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a vegetable, pull up, we pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a garment, pull up, we pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a drink, pull up, we pulling up. That's what it's about, because we see you out there and we want to support you and we want to see you strive and do better. You know what I'm saying? That's the hour we in now. So we ain't waiting for these stores to open. We should be out on the block when it's red hot. You know what I'm saying? With our tents, you know what I'm saying? And our tables, and getting our hustle on. Because that's what time it is. You know what I'm saying? End of the day is we have to make our own marketplace again. You know what I'm saying? We got to get black to what's real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you have, I'm coming bartering and trading with you, or I'm supporting you with the dollar bill. Because what? Black dollars matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we get real again. You know what I'm saying? Because then we get our power back. We don't get our power back until we get our dollar back strong again in our hand. You know what I'm saying? We done got it strong in their hand. Y'all comfortable with all y'all zeros in them people's hand, and their system is opposed to in our own. You know what I mean? We got comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, like I said, as you blink your eye, a lightning bolt could clap this thing, and the whole generator system shut down. You know what I'm saying? A solar ray can come and just knock this whole thing out. Because America ain't even smart to where they back things up manually, you know. Everything they got is on a blows and skirt computer. Other day, what happened? Y'all see it, right? Y'all seen it. Chase Bank shut down because the people accounts was all jacked up. Y'all seen it, right? Yeah, Chase Bank had to shut down because the accounts, people were losing money in their account and the money was jacked up and it was going all kind of ways. Yeah, Chase already running. Chase been running. You barely see him now. Huh?
But he already told the people in front.
Chase used to be big. Where he at now? You could barely find him. Huh? Where Chase at? Huh? Barely find Chase right now. Chase done ran so much you barely find him. And now his money coming up short. And y'all still trusting in this $3.50 card. Yes, sir.
Oh, with the chip.
Oh, that's
with the chip. With the chip.
Yes, indeed. Once again, it's on. Give thanks. We are here tuning in again to a black reasoning of black entrepreneurship. And you know what it is. It's your brethren, Ross Izes.
Rebel with a cause.
And my brethren,
RASTAFARI.
Give thanks. Yeah, man. Blessed love. So, yeah, we building, man. I'm thankful to have my brethren here. And we still on the major topic, which is black dollars matter. And how we can invest our time and energy. How we can invest our time and energy to support one another, you know. Again, like we did in the 1920s and under, you know. So, we getting black, slowly but surely we black, you know what I mean? So thankful for all checking in, and we gonna build on it. Ras Assad, Ras Youth, I give thanks to CDI come forward, man. Yeah, man, much love, man, much powers and strength, man. Yeah, man. We got some black reasoning we reasoning on, though. We reasoning on black entrepreneurship. And you as a young, striving youth, man, I'm so proud of you, man.
Oh,
really and
appreciate
truly,
it,
man.
you know.
I really am, man, because, you know, people don't realize, you know, that everything is a journey in your life, you know. We have to start the journey, you know, for things to manifest. You have to start that journey. Like I said, start from where you are, right? Don't worry about where you want to be. You're going to get there, but start from where you are, all right? So here's the reality. I'm thankful to CDI come forward as a youth, man, and you inspire so many ones, man, throughout your journey, man. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You are a true enlightenment, man. You know what I'm saying? To much ones. I give thanks, man, for real. And we need that. True. Because youth like you is going to pave the way to show youth, you know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. True, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. And it's real, man. I'm thankful to see that. So you're also an author. Yes. Yes, indeed. Give thanks, man. And how many books you wrote?
Yeah, I've written 2.
2?
2, as of now.
2 books. Yeah, man. The youth wrote 2 books, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. On Black Love, you know what I mean? 2 books, you know what I mean?
Of consciousness, you know, ancient roots and spirituality. Yes, greetings.
Yes, sir. Good thing.
Yeah, so basically, you know, the books, us as a people, we gotta come up in the consciousness and the awareness, you know. Like how the brethren was saying, like we're getting black to how we was, you know, how we always was. You know, put it down like that. Bless. Okay.
You just pull it down, but that's it.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes, sir.
So we got to get back to our roots, our ancestors, and see the thing with the American school system, and I say America with KKK instead of the C. The thing with that is just like we don't really understand where we coming from. We don't understand our origins. We don't fully understand our roots, our culture. You see what I'm saying? Because the Most High, whew, I'm about to go there. It wasn't you yourself that created yourself, you know. Did you create yourself? You think it was some sort of manual, some sort of manufacturer that's like, this is how you live life in order to walk in peace? Because don't you think the entity that created you understands how you can sustain peace? He created you. So it's like in a sense where like I'm giving the spiritual knowledge, the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual insight, so that ones and ones come back into themselves and they fully understand that spirituality, roots, and culture is a must. The Most High gave us free will. You can do whatever you want to do on this planet, my brethren. Ancestry. You can do whatever you want, brethren, but know that it affects your peace. Whatever you do, it either adds to it or it takes away from it. In order to fully understand the wisdom, you know what I'm saying? The highest wisdom is discernment. Your actions, because it affects others, but then the actions, how you affect others, it also affects I and I, your inner world. So when you get to a point to where you're studying the Most High's laws, you know, and just, you know, get into the subject, because, yo, I just like to take it there. When it comes to entrepreneurship and getting back into those things, you know what I'm saying? Like the books, man, like, matter of fact, you mind reading like the table of contents there?
Yes, sir.
You know? So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The book's prefixed with words of clarity. Yeah, man. Chapter 1, the word.
True. So chapter 1, the word, right? I'm sure you all are familiar with the 4 agreements, right? Out of all the agreements, that's the first one. Your word, the words that come out of your mouth. Because inside of your world, only you can see that. Only you experience that. But I can feel you in the world through the vibes you get off. But the fact that the word, the inside, what you allow to leave your mouth, you can actually add health. You can add health to other human beings. Don't take away. Add to them. Because you want to be added to. Do you want to be taken away?
No.
It's I and I, you know. No separation, you know. I want to make sure that I lift up the brethren, because lifting up the eye is lifting up I. You see? Only thing that's separating us is different bodies, brethren, but we come from the same Jah. Rastafari, Holy Emmanuel, Salah. You see it? Yes, I. Word sound. Iron sharpen iron, you know. And hopefully this penetrating your inner, you know. You know, from my inner to the eye inner, you know. Powers. Yes, I. Powers. True. Also, oh yeah. Chapter 2. Mm-hmm.
The psychology of the African in America.
The psychology of the African in America. Oh man, yo, we done been through enough as a people, you know. And when it comes to what we need to be doing, I like listening to the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. He's like self-reliance, self-determination. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, you shouldn't have to ask for anyone. Like the brethren Ras, I done known the brethren for years. He brought me into Rastafari, you know. We be up in the apartment. He teaching me bingy songs and everything. You think I just got on the drum and just rip? You know, the brethren taught I, you know. But the thing is that I remember when he first bought this shop, you know, I done seen the whole thing come up. I've experienced it. So the fact that you have that entrepreneurship, you see what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I ain't clocking into no job whatsoever. Not stepping on folks, feet who do that, you see. But at the same time, it's just like, why not create a job and then also you're simultaneously creating jobs for your people. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So that's the book right there, you see what I'm saying? And when it comes to entrepreneurship, people, like, yeah, you definitely got to get on entrepreneurship, you know what I mean, and come into yourself, you right?
Yes, sir.
Helpfulness, you know?
Helpfulness, man. Give thanks for that sound too, man. That's a mighty sound, because this is the Think Champs, you know, and we about thinking, you know. So that's the first thing you have to be thinking, before you speaking, you know. That's the first thing you should do, you know, is think before you speak, and also you think before you do something too. Remember these things here now. This is real knowledge of self. You have to think before you speak, and you have to think also before you do. Okay? And that's how you get things done. You alright? Yeah, man. So we thankful, man. Next question though. Let's keep it rolling, though. It's positive.
Yeah. Brother Azad, how long you been writing?
Right. Oh yeah. True. Give thanks. Yeah, man. I actually began writing when I was in like 11th grade. You know what I mean? I used to write like just a whole bunch of things. You know what I mean? Like write different things. Go to Apache Cafe downtown, perform it. You know what I mean? Spoken word, poetry, all that. You know. But then also too, I started researching. I'm just like, you know, what's going to be a piece of my immortality? You see what I'm saying? I could pick up a book, the Philosophy and Opinions, or, you know what I'm saying, some of the speeches of Haile Selassie, you know, Kadamawe. He's right there in my presence, brethren. I'm literally reading his inner world, brethren. He ain't go nowhere. You always live through your words, you know. Marcus Garvey, hey, pen is mightier than the sword, because that'll live forever. Why you think our people over there, Kemet, trying to dissect the hieroglyphs? Because they ain't going nowhere. They essence is on the wall. So I was like, you know what? I had begun in 11th grade, but then like soon I came to a certain awareness, I'm like, yo, it's enough that I got within my inner world that I want to share to ones and ones. You see what I'm saying? And then two, even if someone purchases it, even it just being a physical form, you know what I mean? Like you might order it, you might not read it. But then someone in your household is going to walk by your bookshelf and be like, oh, what is that? So like, I'm in the world. Like this ain't going nowhere.
That's so true.
It's going to get passed down some way. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? True. So, yeah, man. So that's the thing with the writing.
Oh, next question too. Also about, I love how you started your lock journey as growing your locks, and you filmed it. As you filmed his journey and inspired youth around the world, from just him growing his Nazi from roots. You know what I'm saying? No store fashion dread. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, a natural roots thing. The youth is growing food now. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to grow food. I've seen him. He planted food in my garden enough times. We done roots up together. You know. And I've seen this youth really sprout, you know what I'm saying, from seed. Because that's what we all are, you know. We all are seed, don't forget that.
True.
We all come from a seed, you know. And we have to be more fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth with more seed, you know what I'm saying. And that's physically too, you know what I'm saying, because that's the original way how our original foreparents did. They planted seeds in the earth, you know. They bought land, but even before they built their house, they made sure they put seeds in the earth, you know what I'm saying, fruit trees or whatever it was. They put food in the earth because they know they had to eat, you know what I'm saying, from generations on. And they wanted fruit trees to be on their land, you know. And these are our original ways, you know what I'm saying. We just returning to it now. But to see you as a youth now, even inspiring ones, he have a garden that he works with now and up ones come out working with you, you know what I'm saying. And it's amazing because you're inspiring a lot of people doing a mighty work, because the work is we have to be able to feed ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, land is the first basics of independence. And for us to be independent, the money don't mean nothing without the land. Because with the land, you can produce the food that's going to get you the money. Again, that's the product, the land. You know what I'm saying?
And then too, just building on what you asked.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely growing the food. You know, health translates into wealth. You know, and basically like we grow food not only for our health, but also to connect, you know, with the Creator. You know, to connect with the source.
Yes, sir.
You know, because human beings can't create nature. You know, the only way a human being create nature is by a woman giving birth to you. She can literally create life in her womb. But, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to trees, you know, like just different elements, birds, creatures, that's from intelligence. So we work with the intelligence by, you know, understanding and studying nature, and we get that higher understanding and insight, you know, from doing so.
Yeah. I would say the closer you are to creation, the closer you are to the Creator. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was my next question for the God. Explain the inner heaven.
Great question. You know, inner heaven is actually one of the chapters that's in my first book, Elevation of Consciousness. I believe it's the 11th chapter. So yeah, true. So basically, inner heaven. I had actually made a post about this on Instagram, I think even just yesterday, but just talking about the cultivation of your heart. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to different things in life, it's a lot of things you can't control, and it's a lot of things that you gotta just let, you know, do what it do. It's nothing that you can really do about it, and you just find that peace within yourself. But when it comes to your inner world, you at full command. You know what I mean? Your thoughts, your emotions, you know what I mean? Just everything that takes place in your inner world. So basically, coming into an inner heaven is coming to a place to where you're at peace while experiencing the full spectrum of emotion. Because you will go through all emotions. You ain't gonna be happy, joy all the time. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be glitz and glamour and sunshine and sunflowers, and you see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to experience the fullness, and that's how the Creator made it. So you know what? I'm made up of the same particles the Most High is made of. So guess what? I mean, no challenge can overturn me. You sight? Yeah, man. You know, the battle getting hotter. You know what I mean? Hot, fire hot. You know. So the inner heaven is just having that peace, basically, while you experience the full spectrum of emotion and allowing yourself to experience both the higher spectrum and the lower spectrum, and be at peace while you're experiencing it.
That's good. That's powers. Yeah, man. Give thanks. Because, yeah, that's the time we in. We have to realize that we have to change the vibrations of our thinking. Because the vibrations they want you to think is pure drugs, death, and fear. You know? But the reality is you got to be focused on life, love, and health. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it has to be the Almighty, the Creator. You know what I'm saying? Who gives you life, love, and health. You know what I mean? So these are the higher vibrations that we have to flow on. You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? To actually see the fulfillment of what's going on. You know what I mean? Because it's a good time. We are in a time right now where the black man has had the longest time off work he ever had. And woman, you know what I'm saying? Out of their system, spent the most time with their own children than they ever had.
Yeah, about the phone.
Huh? At one time. We're in a serious time, you know? And then they realize that, wait, I think I'm going to have to continue this. Huh?
True.
Because the fire just that hot, I'm not going to send my children into no melting pot. You know what I mean? I keep my children with me, and we're going to do the homeschooling thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, we got to start doing the home nursing thing too. Get more back into breastfeeding again. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trusting these people formulas. You know what I'm saying? These people genocide formulas that they're giving our children, you know? Yeah, that's giving them all this lead and these things that's poisoning their brain, you know? So, we got to get returned to what's real again. Us creating our own products so we can promote and support our own people. That's what it's about, man. We here, we thankful, we got plenty of products here too today. I wrote a book too. I ain't never mentioned that too much neither. Yes, I. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so authors upon authors right here, you know what I mean? Because
too, the brethren, I had actually bought that book,
yes,
and I
sir.
read it on my way to Africa, brother.
yes, sir.
I was on the airplane, you know.
Yes, sir.
Powers.
right.
Powers.
Yeah, thanks, red hot. Yeah, man. So y'all get a copy of that too, man. That's in. You don't even got to go to Amazon. Yeah, find me. I'll sell it to you because that's the realness too. You know what I'm saying? Black dollars matter. You know what I'm saying? Amazon getting a cut of what we produce. You know what I'm saying? Unless we got our own company producing our books and buying books too, we shouldn't even be supporting that neither. Because end of the day is we got to create our own everything. Because remember I tell you, we ain't got nothing. Remember I tell you, we don't have nothing, but we need everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything we need. We can get our own everything. We need it. You know what I'm saying? We still need our own car. You know what I'm saying? We still need our own car. You know what I'm saying? We sleeping on these people joints. You know what I'm saying? Everything they put out. We still even our own watch. Are we making watches yet? I think we designing them. I don't think we even making watches yet. I don't even think we even making watch. But you know we were the first person to make the watch. Time, you know that, right?
True.
Huh? You see the time just flipping back again?
True.
Benjamin Banneker was the man who invented the time to be the way it is. He also invented the almanac. You know what I'm saying? The whole weather, the farmer's almanac. You know what I'm saying? A black man done that already. So everything already done from us. It's just time we start utilizing these things again. You know what I'm saying? Buying these people expensive watch. Huh? You know how much money you could have did, what you could have did with that money buying this watch. And listen, another thing too. You know what I'm saying? Black dollars matter, but it don't matter in a strip club. Huh? You hear me?
Let's talk about it.
Black dollars matter, but it don't matter in the strip club. Because we've been spending too many of our black dollars. Where? In the strip club. Billions of dollars, don't think it's simple,
Making it rain.
Don't think it's simple, From 2000 to 20. Here we go. Let's stay reality. 20 years. From 2000 to 20. And in the 20s, that's when Big Meech and all the men was out. Right?
True.
Till now. In the strip club. And then we still out here spending money in the strip. They had the strippers in there with masks on. Huh? Man, I would put a mask on and go spend his dollars with the strippers now. All right? Still spending our money in these people's strip club. This is where all our money went. All the black dollar wealth went right to the strip club. I'm going to tell you the truth. You think about it later, but I'm going to take it. I'll be thinking and I see what's going on. Black people done threw up half the things they could have done something with in a strip club. And now the women in the strip club. Right?
Yeah.
Spending their dollars in the strip club. And you know what that is? That's the check the black man making because he got to pay the child support.
Yep.
Huh? Or the rent. It's going straight to the strip club. So let's wake up and stop spending these dollars in the strip club and get black on these streets again and start vending, moving our own products, selling our own products because we need it. Yeah, we also got our own Fonto leaf too. Yeah, tell them about the Fonto leaf too, right? Because they need to know these things too.
We got the greatest Fonto leaf in the world, Ivory Fonto right here. Premium leaf, dark, light, green. We even got that Optimo green. So yeah, holla at us. We got that Ivory Fonto too. Because we entrepreneurs, we thinkers. And we trying to fill voids that we know we need. So we from A to Z. You don't know where we might pop up tomorrow. But I got one more question real quick before we pop off. Explain the importance of breath.
Wow, powerful question, you know? So let's go ahead, let's get into it. So I'm gonna always go back, you know, to the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Oxygen is nature, you know? Yes, sir. So if you go out of space, you need that life force. You've been designed for this realm, you know, to exist here on this planet. You know, the universe is limitless, you know. But the fact that breath is also an entity within nature.
No way around it.
It's like every time you breathe in, you're breathing in the Most High. You like, because this is something that the Most High made for I and I to exist in this time. So the importance of breath, even just sitting, like, you know, ones and ones that may be like unconscious, like might, you know, be like a frantic breather, like. But if you really just consciously it's a certain peace that comes with that. It's like relaxation throughout your body, you know. So breathing is definitely significant, you know what I mean? And that's where everything begins, you know.
That's good.
Powers.
Yes, sir. And
Get the book to learn more.
yes, sir. Make sure you support a black product, man. Spend your dollars with your people. Vote with your dollars. Do not go to them people's silly ballots and looking to get a sticker put on your head or on your face or on your chest. You know, vote with your dollars. Start now. It's been 99 years since you've been supporting yourself. It's time you stand up and rise up and do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's our time, you know. So let's keep thinking, because we're doing it already. You know what I'm saying? We stopped already, so let's continue to keep this mission going. You know what I'm saying? And stop eating them pork sandwiches too. You know what I'm saying? Done with all them hams. You talking about put a mask on your face and you eating a ham sandwich. What that look like? Stop eating a ham sandwich if I got to put a mask on my face. The ham sandwiches give you more corona than this mask business. You know what I'm saying? So definitely though, I love y'all. Y'all tuning into the Think Champs, and this is a black episode of the Think Champs. Black of Black, one perfect love.
Powers.